Hello everybody, welcome back to a new episode of What's Royal 2, in which I hope I'm able to get more Spanish convoys done. I will need a few. That's a big problem, because Spain is currently only at war with France and they have 20 convoys. They have 18 cities, so I need to deal with 5 convoys before they're weak enough. And I fear that at some point England may actually declare war on the Spaniards, which would boost their convoys again too strong. On top of that, the next 3 days, and I might as well boost my speed, the next 3 days my combat convoys are under repair. So all in all, I'm not certain if everything is going the way it should. Okay, that one's off to Savannah without a problem. We'll see what happens. I mean, I have been able to deal with the Spaniards before. I have been able to deal with them while they got a lot of convoys all of a sudden after I had weakened them far beyond what was needed to capture a city. So with all that in mind, yeah, I'll probably be able to deal with this. I just hope that this time the whole war I'm fighting is working out for my benefit, simply because I've lost about 8 million by now. There are pirates I need to deal with. My reputation is shot to pieces. Although that reputation is actually the least of my worries. Let's do this first. Fleet, frigate, another military corvette, 2 military frigates. I might as well. No, I have a better idea.
Let me tell you a little about Cuba, the largest island in the West Indies.
Oh, okay, continue.
A mere 2 weeks after his arrival in the New World, Christopher Columbus reached Cuba, the largest island in the West Indies. Several tribes lived here: the Siboney, the Guanahatabe, and the Taínos, who, despite their peaceful nature, all suffered the same unhappy fate as other Native American tribes. In 1511, after fighting a 4-year war against the Spanish, they were conquered and exterminated. This then resulted in large numbers of black slaves being imported here. The island, with its capital city Havana, was divided into 7 administrative areas, cabildos, each of which sent a deputy to a special council. The deputy's duty was to represent local interests of the area. What is remarkable about the history of Cuba is that, apart from a short interlude of British control from 1762 to 1763, the island remained in Spanish hands for a relatively long time. This may have been because Cuba was not one of the most important areas of the Spanish Empire during colonial times. For example, there were hardly any mineral deposits, and was generally used as a stopover on the way to the continent. In any case, while the vast majority of South American and Central American countries fought for their independence in the first quarter of the 19th century, the Spanish were able to hold on to Cuba until 1898, when they ceded control of the island to the United States.
Right. Now we're going to hire Captain. Because 2, 3, 4, 5. 150. And I'm able to send this one off to Biloxi. So the French Viceroy may actually find some use for it. Not to mention that works too. Jaeger. What I'm trying to do now is using pincer movement to get into French territory. First from Florida Keys, the other one we're going this way, and hopefully I will be able to get a Spanish convoy there. This is very unfortunate. Well, the French have more ships now, that's for sure. So this is good, because the French are strong. Downside, they will fight two fronts, so following French convoys won't be really useful. Or maybe it is. Should I follow them? No use. I think it's time to move over to Spanish territory and start sucking up on a viceroy or a governor, and simply wait for a new opportunity. Okay, at least that's an advantage. Got plenty of ships on repair still. Well, look at that. Right there. You going to intercept this one? Speed. Oh, it's Buccaneer. Never mind. Three frigates. It's going to be an agility fight. Which, for a while, they have the advantage. I do have the crew though. Well, at least they're not trying to get my ship sunk this time. They're clearly aiming at the sails. This is what I meant about agility fight. They are able to outmaneuver me, and with three of them doing that against my ship, it's very hard for me. Oh, here's something going wrong terribly. One of them is using normal shot all of a sudden. Bloody bastards. They're trying to sink it.
All clear for action. We're ready to board.
Freaking bastards. Every time everything's going okay, there's all of a sudden, look at that again, ship that's actually trying to, uh, not boarding me, but destroying it. And like I said, they are by far more agile as my ship.
Make ready to board.
Got them. That sail destroyed. Next ship. One trying to escape.
All clear for action. We're ready to board.
Well, I got them. Always have a lot of those left. The worst of the ships has fled.
All clear for action.
And done. Easy peasy. Well, at least that problem is solved, but Spain is still at normal strength.
It's good to see you here. Come in, and I'll see if I have something for you.
Let's see.
I would gladly task you with capturing a town belonging to our...
No. But if you're talking about Holland, then it's very likely the war with Spain will end soon. I hope not, but we'll see.
It's good to see you here. I would gladly task you with capturing a town belonging to our enemies. I have enough military...
And off we go. Back to France. Back to looking for a Spanish convoy. Ja, dat klaar. Ja. Nope. Let's see what he has to do. Also housing shortage. So that's the news from the Dutch governors. He has something. I never saw that. Guess I forgot something. Ah, yeah, that was the mission to get Cancun attacked. Two web galleons. Okay, do that. I can do that. Just not with this convoy. We need to capture them, but I can do that. Sadly, I lose sight on this. I need glue. We can send it off. No, not to Cancun. Let's see. Repair. 16 days. Good grief. That one was full. Curious what will happen to that French convoy. Well, it has been fighting and it disappears in. Okay. It saw my fleet and immediately it was gone. Oh no, it didn't see my fleet. It saw. It was like, okay, I know I've been kicking lots of butt. This is really ridiculous. No, it wasn't ridiculous. Where is it? There it is. Dye plantation in Savannah, so I need to deliver 30 workers. Done. Looks like it's actually heading back. Which will make it more complicated for me to capture them. So it's going for Campeche, because looks like that's the course it's taking. Not too happy about that. On the other hand, considering I need to deliver those war galleons in Veracruz, this is a very good opportunity for me to deal with it. Am I actually hitting that ship or not? Well, I am hitting them. And them. They are hitting me, okay. I'm absolutely being chased off the map. Or being boarded. Okay, I have been hitting that ship. Hey, so what to tell about this? I've been through it so many times before now. Wind is changing, so that's going to be more difficult. And I know they want to slow me down, so this big boy can actually board me. Not sure if it's going to work. No, doesn't look like it. Also looks like I won't be able to cut down those sails. Got it. The other one's coming in now. It's funny though that all of the nations are using ships of the other ones except for Spaniards. For some reason, I see the Spaniards use war galleons and frigates only, with the exception of sometimes using normal galleons, probably because they lost a lot of ships. But I barely see them using caravels, carracks, ship of the line. While as soon as the Dutch fight the English, they start using ship of the line. The French, ditto. They start using carracks and caravels, war galleons. But somehow, Spaniards remain in quite a lot in using their war galleons and frigates. Which I think is kind of weird. Well, it's probably programmed that way, but still. cramps in my fingers because of all the steering. Just won't break up. The wind is absolute pain. Or maybe I'm just too impatient. That's also a possible solution, possible answer to the problem. I think I can start aiming for boarding action, at least one galleon and a frigate, but I need distance first.
Make ready to board!
Let's start with that top galleon. 1, 2, 3. That's the worst one. 4. And 5. Done. Veracruz. Spanish strength, normal. Nothing there. I'm really thinking about attacking Spanish trade convoys right now. Lure them out, lure the Spanish fleet out, and fight them when they are going to fight me, using another convoy. It's one of the tactics I haven't used yet. Oh, ha, oops. I made a mistake. That's what I had to do. Yeah, I've been well. I could use the gold, but Never mind. So he gave me a map of this area. Gap, bump. So it's around here. Well, I'm going to look at that in a bit. Here we get the raw materials message again, like usually. And how's Savannah doing? That works as intended, okay. Also means that's working as intended. Mm, let me see. I can drop the price of. Oh, no need. Yeah, 3 colonial ones. That may help a bit. Rope maker nearly finished. Okay. So I finished the mission, which is nice. We've got the map, which is also nice, but my funds are running very low.
It's good to see you here. I would gladly task you.
So what I'm going to do is get this convoy gun. And sell it off. That would save me some money. 306 cloth in the warehouse. Ooh. Yes, in a way that explains some of the cost. This one never able to pick up all the grain I'm producing there. And I think it's time to sign peace with the Spaniards and forget about picking off their cities, because looking at things is not going to work. Instead, I'm going to deal with pirates. That means 700? Not yet. That means if I get to 1.5 million, I will sign peace with Spain. There's no other option. It also means that for quite some time I won't be able to do any wars, because I've lost too much money right now. Well, seeing how long it took for 11 million to go down, it's not that terrible, but still. At least I learned something from this war, no matter how long it actually was. At least my harbor is getting empty again. That's also a good thing. Isn't done yet. Don't tell me it's heading off to... I have the feeling it's heading to Port Royale. Here we go again. Don't use the wrong button to steer. Being forced to pass 2 frigates isn't that nice either. Oh well. There comes the boarding party. Not yet. The only ship having a similar speed as mine. Just more crew. So if I deal with the first thing first, second will be done later anyway. Or they force me off the map, that's also a solution. Looks like the first part is dealt with, at least for one ship. Of course, if I turn full into the wind, they get the advantage again. Not anymore. That's not gonna work. Well, at least one frigate is near. Slow down. There it is. Next big boy. Won't be long before he goes down. Around 80%, I think. Seeing the numbers on the other ones. 78 to 80%, somewhere over there. 80 and done. Better change ammo. So I can deal with those frigates later. What I actually miss in this game is something the devs did add in Patrician 4. I had to think for a moment. I don't know if it's in Port Royal 3, but they did add it in Patricia 4. And that was the less crew you had, the longer it would take for your weapons to be reloaded. Which makes sense. So in a fight, damaging sails wasn't the only thing you needed to do. You really had to destroy the crew as well. At least you wouldn't have to bug with what I am facing right now. That a ship with 10-20% of its crew gone still reloads just as fast as if it had its full crew. Of course, it works both ways. I admit that. I mean, at some point, if I had 10-man crew, my cannons would still be reloaded as if I had the full 120. But it's a little bit non-realistic. Let's see how things are going today. Now we've got all of this. Surprisingly, this is the first fight in a long time I'm still using my first ship. Won't be long if they keep pounding it. Like now. Doesn't matter much. I mean,
Make ready to board!
it's time to face them.
Everyone in position!
1, 2. That ship blocking was actually going to cause quite some problems. And the last one is fleeing. Doesn't matter, I will try it again. Capture. Loot. Great, I miss. Okay, it's going down soon. Like now.
All clear for action.
Come on. Come on, Spanish guy. Row for your life. Row. Didn't work. So, convoy destroyed. I don't think it has trading goods. Although, I certainly have seen it fighting a French convoy. A trading convoy. Let's see. Still on normal. Well, back to the gap. Speaking of ship repaired, sell. Yep, like this. Five days, okay. So I should have taken another one out. Yeah, him. Then I would be stuck at 3 days. Ah, well. Not that much of a problem. Of course, I have another one. Still selling to town, right. So I will need 60 persons. Says nothing, but it's 60 people. So that's working now. Santiago, Manzanillo, Trinidad, Evangelista, and Cayman. Let's start Ibarra too. Come on, move, my friend. There we go. I told you. I told you this would happen. So the back gets strong. Okay, I'm done with that for the time being. Done. Because everything I've been doing in the past episodes is done for no reason at all. So we start concentrating on making money again. Simply activate all my trade routes. What kind of captain? Do I even need him? Yeah, I do. What I'm going to do next time, don't need him
It's
anymore
good to see
either.
you here. I would gladly task you with capturing a town.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that anymore. You've been screwing me too often. So I'm not going to attack Spain. When the only thing you folks do is declaring war the moment I'm almost at the point that they become weak. Conquistador. This way, because of the treasure. Let's see how long it takes before I get back to 11 million. I got a nice reference point. That's for sure. And my entire map will be going to be full of dots in a tiny bit. Tiny bit of time, that is. And done. So, transport and Jaeger. Okay. That's the hunter. So the war started at the 30th of July. Let's see. I'm already at 3.2. I already earned 1 million just by activating that all my convoys. It's quite fast. Curious what the balance says. Last 10 days, 1 million. Forecast, 1.3 million. This is more of a problem, but that will change. Because as soon as everything keeps running, look at all the dots on the screen. Oh, but as soon as everything keeps running well, yeah. Santa Marta. Well, did he just make a mistake? Nicholas Brown. He's going after the Cartagena convoy as well. Unless this one is able to intercept everything earlier, which it is. I've got something. Oh well. The most beautiful thing to do, which is something I can't at the moment, is sailing my ship between both. I could have done that and fire a broadside at both sides at the same time. And as you can see, one ship is already trying to escape. Just not for long.
Make
Port,
ready to board.
because the longer I wait, the less chance I have to capture those two ships. Don't think I'll be able to. Although, doing double the speed, I'm able to capture it. Got you. That's nice. That's quite nice. That's absolutely nice. Did I say I think it's nice? Because not just of this, but look what I captured. All those 9 goods, which were mine in the first place. Oh, 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 there's something in the water. Treasure chests. And the trainer was heading around Bahama to look for something that isn't here. What about Turks? Nope, neither. Money going down again. Yeah, well, it's buying and selling, so it's very likely that now I'm what was I about to say? Yeah. It's very likely that now I'm doing some more trading again. All the administrators are actually buying and selling stuff, which is having some effect on my income. I don't think it's much to worry about. Aye. Oh, well, never mind. Where's... Jaeger? And there's the flotsam. Whoa! That would help with my income as well. So, we got a load of spice, wine, and iron goods, which are useful. My convoys are back on track to make money, which is also useful. My reputation with Spain is restored to neutral, which is useful because that means that for the time being at least, um, I'm able to make money again. And with that one convoy destroyed, that one pirate convoy destroyed, I'm also able to, oh, hang on, I'm making another mistake. A reasoning mistake. Now, where's Conquistador? Warehouse convoy. Look at those numbers. Very nice. With this, I'm able to make a lot of money. With everything else being sent over, I'm also able to make a lot of money. And once the oversupply of all goods is gone in my cities, things will be a lot better. Because that's basically what's going wrong right now. But that'll change because of what happened before. I got a lot of supplies of other goods right now, things I don't need yet. And with that, like this, but with that, it will take some time for my ships to actually transport the right amount of goods again. But yeah, that'll get better. Still have this ship. Clockwise and counterclockwise. How come counterclock comes for Florida Keys? Clockwise. Florida Keys Cayman. Florida Keys Cayman. That's weird. One of them should actually do this the other way around. Yep, that way. Cayman Keys. That's what it should do. So everything is working again. The only thing, like I said, is one balance with some goods. Basically, having to work out some things with demand and supply. But I think that'll be going fine. Especially since I have another quarter to build in over here. Get 2 weavers, 3 weavers, and 3 rope makers, if I'm not mistaken. 1 rope. That's brick, sawmill. Sawmill, brick, and 3 weaving mill. Okay. What about defense? I need to wait with that. Should have done that before. Okay. 60. Palace. Sold. 90 on each. Okay. That's the one picking up all my colonies. Right. To think some of my convoys are still being repaired. Some of my trading convoys. Oh well. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've been enjoying this. I did. We had some unexpected things like that mission reward. We had some expected things like the English declaring war on the Spanish. But I think overall I got out pretty good. So yeah, next episodes I will concentrate on trading a little bit more, checking the supplies, adjusting trading routes, and see how things are going. That will take quite some time. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that in the entire episode, but we'll see. I hope to see you next week, and I do hope you have a good week. See you then. Goodbye.